Hello and welcome. It's David Widmar, co-founder of Agricultural Economic Insights, joining you today to kick off and announce the start of the 2023 Yield Forecast Challenge. Of course, we did this last year, and this is take two of the 16 question, $1,600 grand prize, a cash prize for the winner with the most points after when we get through November. We go across 8 questions about the corn yield forecasts that are going to be released by the USDA and 8 questions about the soybean yield estimates. Why is this important? Why is this valuable? Well, these yield estimates are going to be really important for helping us think about where commodity prices are going to be 6, 8, 12 months from now. And so there's a lot of data that comes at us, a lot of estimates, a lot of pre-report estimates, a lot of forecasts, and then of course these estimates get updated every single month. So this is a way for us to stay focused, focus our thinking. We can challenge our thinking with the unique methods that the Ag Forecast Network provides. And then, of course, you can benchmark your expectations, change your forecast over time, get scores, and improve your processes along the way. So, before we dive into that, let's go ahead and before we dive into the contest and you getting started, let's take a look at the questions that we have open right now and get you curious and get you started into this. So the first two things we want to mention is there are two types of questions that are going to be going on. First of all, there are 2 questions that are going to be wrapped up every month with each monthly WASI report, both from May through November. And when those questions get resolved, new questions take their place. So the first question here I'll show you as an example is what do you think is the probability of the May WASI report estimating a soybean yield above 52 bushels per acre? Why 52? Well, that was the Ag Outlook form estimate that the USDA used back in February. Now, I put in a 50% forecast. That's maximum uncertainty. Truth be told, I want to change that because there's a competition involved. So I don't want to tip my hand too much here. But of course, you can turn the consensus on, and once folks start forecasting on the next few days, you'll be able to benchmark yourself against that consensus. There's similarly a question that resolves at the May WASI about the corn yield being above 181.5 bushels. Now, there are 2 other questions that are going to stick around for a while. We call these the long burn questions. And I'll show you what they look like. This is what do you think is the probability of the November 2023 WASD report estimating a corn yield above 181.5 bushel per acre. So this is going to ebb and flow as we move through the growing season. This is one of my favorite questions in all the Ag Forecast Network questions because we can really see how expectations change throughout the growing season. Right now, my forecast is at 60%. It's closer to 50% for the soybean threshold of 52 bushel per acre. And I'm going to let you read the background information that we provided for this to, explain why my thinking, help you explain why my thinking is there. So you can learn more about the contest. We have a webpage, aei.ag/16-questions. We mapped out all the particular questions that we're going to have. We talked about the points. We talked about the timing. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, we've mapped out all the questions. So when the May WASI report gets posted, we ask 2 new questions in June for the June WASI report, asking if the corn yields are going to be above and the soybean yields will be above those estimates back in May. So how do you get started? Well, encourage you to go to aei.ag to learn more, and then you can get started by simply starting a risk-free account for AEI Premium. There's a trial that's involved in that, so you can get started, see how that works. We're going to all AEI Premium current subscribers have instant access to that. I also wrote an article on the website to help you think about some strategies that we've been using, that we observed folks using last year. We had, a couple winners here. One was a lender. The grand prize winner was an ag lender who was really good at updating their forecasts over time. And second place was a producer here in the Corn Belt. So I encourage you to start your trial for AEI Premium. Get started by forecasting a couple of those questions for the May WASI report. Follow along, accumulate those points, and if you're already a premium subscriber, you know the routine. Get in there, get your forecast log, get those points accumulated, and in the meantime, stay curious. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.